The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. Let me tell you again. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it. Don't be a dumbass.
I hate it here.
I ended my week with rich white people giving out information that nobody asked them for. Nobody asked them for this information. I don't know how CNN obtained this information, but Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis do not bathe. Let me not say that. They wash their underarms and their private parts a couple of times a week. When it comes to their children, the principle is if you don't see dirt, then don't worry about it. Now, I am from the islands. When I lived in the Caribbean, when I lived back home, I showered 3 times a day because you just had to. Like, it's something that I would wake up in the morning, shower before I go to school, shower in the afternoon when I got back home, and then I'd shower at nighttime. It's hot, okay? You just had to. Some days I could get away with showering twice, but that is something that you had to do. When I moved to North America, it's not as hot. Well, not in the winter months. So I shower twice a day. I can get away with once a day if I'm just at home not doing anything, but I shower every day. Y'all were coming out the woodworks saying that you don't shower and then you count going to the pool as taking a shower. I needed to stop. I need you all to stop willingly sharing this information, and I need you all to bathe. I need you to get a loofah. I need you to get soap. I need you to start washing your legs because I can't do it anymore. And you know what, it's not even about me. Just don't share this information, because every time that I was scrolling through another piece of information, I was absolutely disgusted. And then you have the people in the crowd somewhere being like, oh, well, washing or bathing dries out your skin. Lotion, body oil. A really good one is the cocoa butter Vaseline. That one is quite excellent, but I just don't understand. And then this takes me to the main point of the video, because I find it hard to believe that people who aren't doing habitual hygienic things would still be maintaining the extra steps that we would have to go through with regards to COVID-19. We are still in a pandemic. I don't know what you've seen in the news. I don't know what the papers are saying. I think the papers are saying that we're still in a pandemic. I don't know where anybody got the information that we're not still in a global pandemic. Today is my birthday. Not when I'm filming this. I filmed this before because I didn't want to be upset on my birthday. I have better things to do on my birthday. But today, while you're watching this, the day that I post this, August 2nd, it is my 23rd birthday today. And this is the second birthday that I will be spending technically in quarantine. I am gonna go see a movie. I bought my tickets last night. It'll be a socially distanced event. I am gonna go see a movie, and then I'm gonna go have a picnic with some cheese and crackers and some wine with my friends outside, sitting on the grass, enjoying the open space, enjoying the air. That's cute. That's fun. You know what's not cute and not fun? Y'all rolling up to Lollapalooza about 100K deep and just all up under each other, breathing each other's sweat, breathing breaths. I saw those photos and I was disgusted. I was absolutely disgusted because this does not, I wouldn't want to do this outside of a pandemic. That does not look fun in a this COVID aside. That shit did not look fun. There was just a lot of people. My anxiety would have been through the roof because I don't know who's around me. I don't know where the exits are. Me personally, I can't attend those types of events. I bought my tickets for a particular concert, but I feel like that's different. I feel like there's structure. At those types of music festivals with like 100,000 people, they're like, not me and my paranoid and my control freak. No, that's not the event for me. But I'm just looking at it. It's like, I don't want to do this when it's not COVID, much less when we have disease rampant. When Gamma and Delta are sweeping through the crowds with high viral infection rate. What are we doing? What exactly are we doing? Because I feel like I'm the only person who cares. Me and some people on my timeline, because this is getting out of hand. And then I saw a lot of people were like, oh, we should not blame the individual, we should blame the government for letting this happen. I blame all of you. I blame everybody. And then there are some people, oh, you're just on a high horse, you're taking the moral high ground. I don't know what it is that you want me to tell you. The government, like this Lollapalooza, this should not have happened. The mayor of Chicago, this should not have happened. People, let me tell you something. I'm blaming people because even last year, 2020, vaccines were nowhere in sight. People were just being told to stay home, wash their hands, and wear a mask, and y'all were having about 50 to 100 people at your houses. So yes, I'm blaming the individual. And lastly, let's talk about the artist, because I feel like this is not being talked about enough. These artists are broke. These artists don't have money. I feel like this is something that should be known. Not in regards to like Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion is fine, and I love Meg Thee Stallion, but I need to call a spade a spade. The rest of the girls are broke, and the rest of the girls are struggling. I'm not shaming anybody for being broke and or struggling, because Exhibit A. But the thing is, with me, while my bank account sometimes looks like the Sahara Desert, I live that way. I very much so live like my bank account looks like the Sahara Desert. The girls are trying to flex on Instagram for you. They're trying to prove that they have more money than they actually do. That is why last year when COVID was, when we were knee deep, they were still doing club appearances, they were still doing club performances, because they're living paycheck to paycheck, but the flex needs to stay alive. I'm sorry, they don't have any money. If you know anything about the music industry, the girls don't have any money. That's why when Lollapalooza called on the phone, they were like, of course we're gonna perform. Of course we're going to perform. There's no reason for these festivals to be happening. Let's just get that clear and out of the way. And the worst part is, these artists are on stage performing in front of everybody, and they're looking out into a petri dish. They are looking into the breeding grounds for COVID-19, the Delta variant, the Gamma variant, all of the variants that were cooking up in the crowd. That's what they were looking into. The artists were safe. The artists were performing. The artists weren't down there in the crowd, that nasty looking crowd with the rest of y'all. They were up there doing their thing while COVID was stewing. That is what was happening. And let's get on the vaccine. I've been seeing this weird... Mainstream news is doing this weird thing when it comes to the vaccine, because these headlines are borderline anti-vax, sensationalized pieces, and I just need it to stop. There was this article, I think it was from the CBC. I should have done research before I put on this camera, but I didn't. There was this article that stated that 125,000 people got COVID after getting vaccinated, while that was 0.8%. That was 0.8% of the people who are actually vaccinated, but they left that out of the headline. And the thing is, I'm going to need the schools to open because I don't know who told you that the vaccine prevents you from getting COVID, because I don't remember that being a talking point of the vaccine whatsoever. So I don't know where you guys got that information from, but this is a PSA. The vaccine does not prevent you from getting COVID. The vaccine does not prevent you from giving COVID to other people, because if you get it, you can easily spread it to other people, especially with the new variants that they're saying has a way higher viral count. That's why it's spreading through y'all so quickly. The vaccine doesn't prevent those things. What the vaccine does do is it helps lessen a lot of the symptoms, so hopefully nobody will be on a ventilator and you won't die. That's what the vaccine does do. And it also increases herd immunity, so that the people in our society, the people in our community who cannot get the vaccine, those people are protected. They're more protected, they're more insulated. So I don't know where all of this is coming from, but I just need it to stop. I really need it to stop, because I want to go back to normal life, whatever that is, just like everybody else. But at the same time, I'm gonna keep wearing my mask, and I'm not gonna have people up in my space the way that I used to before COVID. And the other thing that's grinding my gears is y'all are the ones that are gonna want to travel. Everybody wants to travel. I love to travel. But North America has a vaccine hoarding problem. So most people, or a lot of people in North America, are getting vaccinated, and that's like respective to certain communities, because I know certain communities have a higher vaccination rate than others. But y'all are going to want to travel, and a lot of the places that you want to travel to are not going to have their populations vaccinated by like 2023. So what are we doing here? Why are these mass events, why are these large scale events still happening like we're not in the middle of a pandemic still? One of the things I fear is that COVID deaths are going to be normalized. I see that happening, and as sad as it is, based on the way that things are going, like this is history repeating itself. We were here last year. We were here last year, and I don't see a lockdown in our future. I just need all of it to I need it to stop. I really, really do, because this is terrible. This is terrible. And it's not only, even in the US, there was this festival in the Netherlands a little while ago, and they had all of the same restrictions that Lollapalooza, and well, I don't even think you didn't even need to be vaccinated to attend Rolling Loud, but they had all of the same restrictions that Lollapalooza did, and there were 20,000 people at that festival, and 1,000 people got COVID. So if we're doing the math, once again, my math isn't great. So 100,000 people, 20,000, 1,000, that's about 5,000 people. Let's if we're doing the math, that's about 5,000 people who could have potentially had or potentially contracted COVID at Lollapalooza, and those 5,000 people are going to go out into their respective communities, and it's going to be a petri dish. It's going to be COVID stew, and we're going to be right back at square one. At square one. This is what we're doing in 2021, and I just feel like it needs to be said, because I feel like myself and the 3 people on my timeline, we think that we're talking into the void, and I felt like I was going crazy. So that is all that needs to be said. The ending for this video is, if you are on the fence about getting a vaccine, because I don't intend to change any anti-vaxxer's mind, that's above my pay grade, and that's above what I'm trying to do here on YouTube. Please, if you are on the fence about getting the vaccine, please just do it. Do it to protect yourself, do it to protect those around you, please. And just stay safe. I mean, just stay safe. I feel like we're all, this is a group project, but the one time where I want to do all of the work and then put everybody else's name on the cover, I can't do that, and it grinds my gears and it makes me upset. But this is a collaborative effort, and some people need to start pulling their weight. You need to start pulling your weight because you're dragging the rest of the group down, and I want to be out of this as much as the other person. So please, 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 please. that is it for today's video. I don't want to no. Thank you for watching, I guess. Get vaccinated, please wear your masks, and stay safe. That is all for this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.